My name is Redempta Ndunge Maundu. I am married to one George Maundu. I have two children, Moses Maundu and Irene Maundu. I was born in Machakos, but I grew up in Lower Kabete at the Kenya Institute of Administration, where my mother was a cateress. I went to a local primary school there, Lower Kabete Primary, moved on to Area Primary in Gara. From there I was selected to go to Limuru Girls School, where I was there for the 4 years, and then moved on to Kahuhia Girls. From there I started working and joined the Kenya Airways after a short stint with the government. I joined Kenya Airways, where I served for over 27 years. And while in Kenya Airways, I decided to start a business that is a school, because I was very passionate about children. I realized during school holidays, I had all my relatives coming to visit in Mombasa, and we had a good time with the children at the beach. So I realized I have a passion for children. So with that, in the year 2006, I started a school in Thiriba. That is after getting a transfer to come to Nairobi. I started the school called Moserene Academy, which is currently located behind Mavoko Law Courts. We started as a kindergarten, and it has grown to what it is today. We have we have done 3 years of KCPE, which we have really performed well. The last mean score was 342. We have had a lot of support from the community around, because the parents have been very supportive. We are known as a child-centered school, where we nurture the children and do very well, especially in the preschool. As I said, I am very passionate about children. I like just being around children, watching them grow, and just being there to guide them, and of course with the support of the staff. Children are very interesting. They are just a sponge. They absorb everything in their environment. They are easy to learn, to teach, and very, very open people. Coming from employment to being self-employed, what really pushed me was the fear of losing my job and not knowing what I will do if I'm out of a job. So that got me thinking a lot, and thinking and praying, asking God to guide me on what really am I passionate about. What can I do that will make me survive outside there that I love? So that transition was actually from the fear of the unknown, or fear of having no income after leaving employment, and being on a regular, knowing that at the end of the month there is something waiting for you. It was that big fear of the unknown that pushed me to this. My decision to start a school while I was in employment was I didn't feel secure enough in my job, and I wanted to plan for my retirement. and for that matter, early retirement. So I started the school 5 years before I actually retired. I set up the place, put up the building, and opened the doors for the school, and slowly but surely it started filling up, although that was quite a challenge because I hadn't done any marketing. I just finished the building, put everything that was required, but the pupils didn't come. I had overlooked that aspect of marketing. So I opened the doors of the school in May 06, but it wasn't until September 06 when we got our first pupil, who did not stay long because there was no company. And it was actually in 07 when I now started getting the pupils coming in. A colleague of mine brought her daughter together with her friend's daughter, and with the two we started the year, and by the end of the year we had a good population. I had done some savings, and I also took a loan because I did the building. So yes, I did take a loan and part of my savings. The business took quite some time. School business is not something you can start today and hope to make get some returns immediately. It took a while. It was almost 5 years down the line that I started feeling there is at least some profit coming in, because there was so much to put along the way. There was the marketing aspect, just getting to understand the business, because my background is in management, so I had to learn a lot about the education sector. I started noticing that the school popularity was growing. In fact, in the year 2012, we were voted the best kindergarten in Athi River ward during the educational day. That is a function that was presided over by all the education officials and schools. So by that time our numbers were growing, and all the people would talk about the small school in Athi River that is doing very well. We owe our success to mostly by joining other schools and joining the Kenya Private Schools Association, where I met a lot of other schools and learned a lot from them, and even joined the management in KIPSA. I became the secretary of the Athi River ward, and recently the secretary in the Machakos sub-county. So my involvement in the KIPSA, Kenya Private Schools Association, has opened a lot of doors for me and a lot of networking. For marketing, we have been going around Athi River and the environs with our marketing brochures, and a lot of talking to our own parents to market for us from their churches, from their chamas, and a bit on the internet. We have a very good working relationship with our parents, because they feel their children are safe in a very clean environment. And being a small community, we know every individual child, and there is a personalized service to the children, to the parents. So everybody feels part and parcel of the school. And if there is any issue, we are able to resolve it immediately, because we are small and we are a listening community. For my employees, we have a very good working relationship. We do a lot of team buildings, activities which have made us bond in a very special way, because we understand our needs, we understand each other, and we know our goals, we know what we want. And this has really helped the staff be one. And again, the staff are well taken care of, because those with their children, they have their children come to the school at a very minimal charge, and they take part in all the activities of the school without any extra charge. We also have give the staff an opportunity to do their businesses outside the school, as long as it does not clash with our business. So any staff who has something they want to do outside, the school management supports them. And even we've asked them to be suppliers to the school. So those who are able to supply us, they are welcome to do so. So that has made our school staff retention is quite high. Having been in management most of my time at Kenya Airways, it was easy to run the school, because I'm coming from a big corporate to a small organization where managing was quite easy, with all the experience that I came with from Kenya Airways. The business can be quite a challenge, especially with the upcoming of many schools that are now surrounding us. It's not easy to get the numbers that we used to have. Again, we find that there is a lot of demand for many things that we may not meet at the same time. Transporting of the children is quite a challenge because of the different locations, picking of the children to make sure they are in school on time, and some of the roads are not so good. And change from the 844 system has been quite a challenge, starting of the junior secondary schools. In fact, for me, I decided not to continue with the junior secondary school. And so once we reach grade 6, they move on to junior secondary to a neighboring school. We have the Lukenya Community Schools that is just near us, so the children are not going too far, and they are going to a similar kind of environment to what they were used to, and they are just within their locality. So those are some of the challenges we face. Despite all the challenges, like I said, I'm very passionate about children. I love being around children, watching them grow, and even now we have started a program for the alumni, where we have brought all our former pupils who have ever been in that school together to share their experiences, to see where they are going, and to also mentor the ones who are there, and show them that it's possible to be what you want to be in life. This business is very rewarding when you see a child comes in diapers and lives there, most likely as an air student, We have had our pupils go to very good schools, Maranda High School, Machakos Girls, Kahuhia Girls, and all the big schools. We have had our children go there. So that is very rewarding, seeing this child from that stage, the baby, all the way to adulthood, to the university. And one of our first pupils is now pursuing medicine at the University of Nairobi. So we are very happy to see that. I feel very proud when I meet my pupils as grown up and know that, and that appreciation even from the parents when they say, if it wasn't for Moserene, I don't think my child would be where they are today. Yes, during the COVID time, I actually happened to be out of the country, and I didn't know what to do because schools have closed down. Everything had actually shut down. I am out of the country. I didn't know now what do I do? Do I go back? And if I go back, will the school pick up? There was a lot of uncertainty around that time. So that was a very scary period. And luckily, when schools reopened, I had a very good team, and they were even able to start the school and continue in my absence until I was able to come back. So yes, that was a very scary time. Life has become very expensive, and we have seen parents struggle to pay fees. So we thought of how do we accommodate each other in these hard economic times. We came up with a plan where we have some agreement with the parents, and they are able to pay their fees in small bits. We no longer demand fees must be paid in full at the beginning of the term. We come to an agreement and let the parents pay at a comfortable pace that will also not affect our operations. At this point, my business is doing well. I am happy with what is going on, and I thank God for this far that we've come, and we are just moving on, we are soldiering on. Okay, we wish the government would be more supportive to the private schools, because there is no private child. They are all children of the government, and this government should just support us in private sector by giving us the books they are giving in public schools, providing the trainings without charging us because we are private schools, and give us all the support that they are giving the public schools. My future plans for the business is to see it grow as a preschool all the way to junior secondary, and expand and get more land for expansion. Okay, for the young upcoming entrepreneurs, especially those who want to do the education business, it is a very fulfilling business, but you have to be passionate about it. Whatever you do, make sure you are passionate about it, because it can be quite a challenge, and as long as you are passionate about something, you will always succeed. You will fall, you will rise again, and you will be determined to be successful. For a parting shot, I would say this has been a very fulfilling journey in the education sector, and if you are ready to start this, put your all effort into it, and you will get the rewards. Moserene Academy, we are located in Athi River, KMC Road, behind Mavoko Law Courts. Our school, we offer extra curriculum in swimming, taekwondo, arts and craft, French, computer classes, and timely school trips to various places. We are also on our website is mosereneacademy.sc.ke, and we are also on Facebook. We thank you very much for watching us, and we welcome you to our school, Moserene Academy in Athi River. This is my source show. Thank you.